Good morning 9G4. Today we are going to be working on the decimals chapter of the textbook, and hopefully it's going to help us with the following areas: multiplying decimals, dividing with decimals, rounding, unitary method and proportion, and price comparison and best value. We're going to start with a little bit of work on multiplying decimals. Okay, and to help you with this, I'm going through a question from the book. So that's question A1. How much will it cost for 4 Siciliana pizzas? And the Siciliana pizza is priced at £6.05. So what the question's asking us is, how much is it for 4 of these pizzas at £6.05? So we need to do £6.05 multiplied by 4. Start off by making a little bit of an estimate. The pizza's about £6. There's 4 of them. 4 times 6 is about 24. So we're expecting a price somewhere in the region of £24. Let's work it out. To work this out, I'm going to remove the decimal point from the price and just do it like a normal grid multiplication. So instead of doing £6.05, I'm doing 605 times by 4. That's really easy to do. 600. There's nothing in the tens column, so we don't need to put another column, and 5. So 605, and it's all multiplied by 4. Okay, find a ruler. I've got a ruler and a pencil. Just draw my grid. Okay, so 600 times 4. 6 times 4 is 24. And then we just need to put those 2 zeros back on. 2,400. 5 times 4 is 20. We just need to add those two things together now. So we've got 2,400 and 20. Add those together. Okay, that gives us 2420. The last thing we need to do is we need to put that decimal point back in. So if we have a look back at the question, there were 2 digits after a decimal point in the question. Those 2 there, none after the 4. So we need to put the decimal point in so that there are 2 digits after it. So if we put it there, we've got 2 digits after the decimal point. That pound sign in there. And it's about right in terms of price. We're expecting it to be about £24. It's a little bit over £24. Okay, job done. Right, we can now move on to dividing with decimals. So 3 friends have shared a mushroom pizza. How much did they each pay? The price of the mushroom pizza is £4.20. It's shared between 3 people. Okay, so it's a dividing problem. So we're doing 420 divided by 3. This is really easy to do. All we need to do is we just need to do a bus stop division. Okay, so it's £4.20 divided by 3. 3's into 4 goes once. There's a remainder of 1. 1 times 3 is 3, which is 1 less than 4. We're then going 3's into 12, but first we need to put a decimal point in the same place as where our original decimal point was. So 3's into 12 goes 4 times. There's no remainder, so on to the next digit. 3's into nothing, goes nothing. Okay, and we've got an answer of £1.40. Okay, moving on. Now this is a bit more complicated. We are asked to find the cost of, well, we're going to do a little bit of work on rounding now. This is part C of the chapter, and because this is a bit more difficult, the book says that we can use a calculator, and I would like to use a calculator. So I'm going to work this out with a calculator. We've got 1.2 kilograms of peanuts. It's £1.43 per kilogram. So £1.43 for 1 kilogram, but we want 1.2, so we're timesing it by 1.2. Right, let's find a calculator. So our calculation is dead easy. It is 1.43 times by 1.2, and we get that answer there, 1.716. Now the important thing we need to do now is we need to round it. So we need to understand what this answer means. So that amount was in pounds, so it's £1, 70 pence, 1 pence, 6/10 of a pence. Okay, we haven't got any special 6/10 of a penny coins, so that bit we need to do something about. It's greater than 5, so we need to round it upwards. So we're looking at this third digit and using that to decide whether we round up or down. And we're rounding up in this case. So we're going to round this 1.716, we're going to round it to £1.72. Okay, and it's this third digit. When we're working with money, we need to check this digit to decide whether we're rounding up or down. Right, moving on now. Okay, so this is unitary method proportion. Okay, this is part D of the chapter. And what it's asking us for is, there's a variety of multi-packs of crisps and yogurts and various tasty treats. So we need to find out how much one is. And that's really, really simple to do. It's £3.25 for a pack of 12 of them. So to find out what one is, we need to divide by 12. Okay, so to get 1 from 12, we divide by 12. And we're going to do the same to the price as well. Divide that by 12. So again, you're allowed to use a calculator, and I would like to do so. 325 divided by 12 is that number there. Okay, and let's have a look at it. £0, 20 pence, 7 pence, no tenths of a pence. So we're looking at that third digit again, using that to decide how we round. We're going to round down, so it stays as 27p. So they're 27 pence each. Okay, the next one, we've got 0.99. There's 4 in a pack, so to find the price of 1, we need to divide by 4. So 0.99 divide 4. 0.2475. Okay. Again, that third digit is the one that we use to decide how we're going to round. That's a 7, greater than a 5, so we need to round up. So we're going to round up to 25p each. Okay, this is a pack of 8, so we're going to divide the price by 8. So £2.45 divide 8. So we've got £0, 30 pence. Those two digits there mean 30 pence. This third digit is a 6. Okay, so we need to round up. So I'm going to be rounding up to 31 pence. And lastly, for this one, we're going to do 2.89 divide 12. Okay, and that's 0.2408, etc., etc. Yeah, again, look at the third digit. Third digit is 0, so we're going to be rounding down, and we're going to round down to 24 pence. Okay, job done. Right, and we can move on to the final section now. So this is comparing prices and best value. Okay, this is essentially the same skill as we've just done here. It's just a little bit more tricky because we're dividing by a decimal. Okay, we've got 5.5 kilograms of fertiliser, we've got 6 kilograms of fertiliser, and we want to compare similar amounts. So the best way of doing that is finding out what 1 kilogram of fertiliser is. In the same way that we divided the 12 pack of yoghurt by 12 to find 1 yoghurt, we're going to divide the 5.5 kilogram bag of whatever this stuff is, fertiliser or something, bone meal apparently. We're going to divide the 5.5 kilogram bag of bone meal by 5.5 to find out what 1 kilogram is. Okay, so this price, £6.50, we're going to divide it by 5.5 to find out what 1 is. So 6.5 divided by 5.5 tells us that it is, sorry you can't see that, so £6.50 the price, divided by the number of kilos. Tells us that it's £1.18. Remember, this third digit is how we round. That's a 1, so we're going to round down. £1.18 per kilo. Okay, I'm going to do the same thing with this one. We've got 6 kilograms for £10.45. To find out what 1 kilogram is, we're going to divide that price by 6. Okay, and that's 174. Our third digit's a 1, we're going to round down, so we're going to round to 174. Okay, so quite clearly Monkfield is the cheaper. And when we look back at the figures, it does make sense that it's cheaper. There's 5.5 kilograms here, there's 6 kilograms there. So you're getting an extra half a kilogram, but it's costing you nearly £4. Okay, so it is quite obvious when you look at it that you've got the correct answer there. Okay, thanks for watching. Crack on with the work. Well done.